Welcome to Timebeat Breaking News channel. Here are our breaking news today.
1. After the ever-provided grounding, Suez Canal's double lane begins to extend. 2. From May 17, Saudi Arabia will lift its travel ban on citizens.
Suez Canal. After the ever-provided grounding, Suez Canal's double lane begins to extend. Egypt has begun dredging work in a southern part of the canal near where a massive container ship was stuck for 6 days in March to extend a second lane that allows for two-way traffic. Last week, the state-owned Suez Canal Authority, SCA, announced plans to extend a second canal lane, which opened in 2015, by 10 kilometers to make it 82 kilometers long, as well as expand and deepen a single-lane stretch at the canal's southern end. The grounding of the 440-meter-long Ever Given container ship in a southern section of the canal from March 23 to 29 disrupted global trade by delaying the passage of hundreds of ships through the waterway. The new project, which will be carried out in part by the largest dredger in the Middle East, the Mohab Mamish, which arrived in Egypt last month, will extend the two-way segment south of the Great Bitter Lake. The Ever Given is being kept in the Great Bitter Lake between two stretches of the canal, still filled with thousands of containers, amid a dispute over a SCA compensation demand against the ship's Japanese owner Shoei Kizan. Global exports were interrupted by a 6-day blockade in March. Some ships were forced to take a long detour around Africa's southernmost point, the Cape of Good Hope, incurring extra fuel and other costs. Hundreds of other ships sat in port, waiting for the blockade to be lifted.
Saudi Arabia. From May 17, Saudi Arabia will lift its travel ban on citizens. Saudi Arabia's travel ban on residents will be lifted on Monday, according to the Saudi Interior Ministry. Last year, the ban was enacted as part of a series of measures to combat the COVID-19 epidemic. The ministry has declared that all borders would be completely open on May 17. People who obtained COVID-19 vaccinations, as well as those who recovered from illness in fewer than 6 months, are permitted to fly in the kingdom. Citizens under the age of 18 are allowed to fly provided they have health insurance that includes coronavirus risks. Meanwhile, beginning May 20, Saudi Arabia will place an institutional quarantine on incoming travelers. The decision was based on the recommendations by the competent health authorities. Any travelers, such as Saudi residents and their spouses and children, will be exempt from the quarantine. Official delegations, ambassadors, and their relatives living with them would be exempt from the administrative quarantine, along with travelers who got COVID-19 vaccinations. Except for the vaccinated, the exempt groups would be expected to adhere to house quarantine, with a focus on the importance of obtaining a legitimate healthcare policy to cover the costs of the coronavirus.
Thank you for watching. We help you stay up to date all the news hourly. Please subscribe our channel to follow up the latest one.